So Beyond Meat is up an amazing 36% today. But what's more impressive than that is that the entire market is down. Like every single stock is taking a dump today. And Beyond Meat earlier in the trading hours, it was down. But something happened in the middle of the trading day where Beyond Meat is just skyrocketing right now. And something really interesting happened on the chart that I have turned off right now. So I'll turn that on and explain to you in more detail. And I also want to update you guys on the short float information to determine are we back for a potential short squeeze. So we're going to cover a lot of different information in this video regarding Beyond Meat. So please watch this video till the very end. And please do me one single favor. Just please hit that like button right now. As you're watching this video, just go gently tap that like button. That really helps me out a lot and really helps out the channel get exposure to more people. So all I'm asking, if you enjoyed this content, do me a favor and just hit that like button. So I'm going to show you something right now. So I turn on my supertrend. This is a supertrend is one of the indicators that I use that are like very helpful. It doesn't work by itself that well, but when we combine it with the moving averages, it is very helpful. Like it's almost like a 90% certainty that it will give you direction that the stock is heading. So I'm on the 4-hour chart right now. And as you can see, the last time we had a buy signal on the 4-hour chart right here where I'm circling, it was on a Monday, October 20th, a Monday. So keep that in mind. And since that buy signal on the 4-hour chart, we had this insane like 400% rally. And since then, we had a sell signal on the super trend. And once it breaks the moving averages, it's kind of over. And that's exactly what I told you would happen in the last video. In the last video, I told you that everything was contingent on the earnings report and it had to stay above these moving averages, which it didn't. So that's why we had this, it just went all the way back down to like $1 pretty much. $1 is kind of right now acting as a support. So going back to this buy signal on the super trend on the 4-hour chart. So when we got this buy signal the last time, it went on this huge rally. So check this out. So today, for the first time, we got another buy signal on the 4-hour chart on the super trend. And I didn't notice this before, but that was on a Monday and this is happening on a Monday as well. So that's kind of a weird coincidence. Maybe something else is going on in the background where maybe short sellers have to start covering their position or they have to put up collateral by a certain day and it happens to fall like on a Monday. But we could just chalk it up to coincidence as of right now. But it is very interesting that we got a buy signal for the first time today on the 4-hour chart, and it is a confirmed buy signal. Because sometimes when I'm looking at the chart, we might get a buy signal, but once the next candle prints, the buy signal might go away depending on what price it comes down to. But it ended at $1.33 and the buy signal holds. So the buy signal on the 4-hour chart definitely holds. And so from here, this is a pretty good sign that there is a lot of upside potential coming. Will there be another massive short squeeze, like back up to like $8, $10? That we will try to determine in this video. And I'm going to do a little bit more technical analysis to tell you guys what to watch out for. But before I carry on with the technical analysis, we have to take a look at the short float information. So the short float, as you can see right here, has gone up. It was around 17% when I was trading below like $1, $2. And as of now, the short float has gone up. So that's another sign that there might be some pain coming for the short sellers. And as you can see, the short float has gone up. So from 65 million to 93 million. So roughly like over 20 million more shorts have been added to the stock. So a lot of these shorts were probably added like below $2 price point. And we could be pretty certain of that. So based on the date and the difference in the amount of shorts that were added, we can be pretty certain that at least over 20 million shorts were added below the $2 price point. And so from that information, all you have to understand is that any price above $2, the short sellers are going to be at a loss. And I want to show you something else. So the number of shares available in the last 7 days, as you can see, it has dropped down drastically. And this is potentially what's causing this mini short squeeze. And we might be on the brink of another massive short squeeze because if you want to short this stock, it's going to cost you a lot more money to be able to short this stock. And going back to the short float information, based on the price, we can be pretty confident that a majority of the shorts were placed like below the $2 price point. So any price above $2, they're going to be at a loss. And if they have to put up additional collateral, their expense is just going to continue to rise. So short sellers will be in a lot of pain if it goes above $2. So going back to the chart, that's the price point that we want to keep in mind. So let's draw a line like say around $2. So tomorrow and say tomorrow, Wednesday, and maybe we'll give it the rest of the week. If the stock starts to trade above $2 and then we see that it goes above this 200-day moving average, like right here, like at $2.44, then that is a definite confirmation of a short squeeze. And if we get another short squeeze, then I can definitely see this price going up to its previous like local highs around $8. But I have a price target of $10, as you can see right here. If a short squeeze does happen, a $10 price target is definitely very, very reasonable, and I'm going to show you exactly why that is. The reason I have this $10 price target is because previously it was acting as a support, and once it broke the support, it acted as a resistance several times. And if it goes above, like, say, those price points, then the next leg up, it will come up to this $10 to act as the first leg of the resistance. So this $10 price target is like very, very obvious if it starts to squeeze. And that's something that we can keep in mind to potentially take advantage of a massive like 8 to 1,000% gain. So going forward, what we really have to pay attention to and keep our eyes on is that if the price goes above $2. If it goes above $2 this week, then it is absolutely game on. The short squeeze is back on the table, especially considering the fact that the number of shares available to borrow is dropping off the cliff. So this is going to cause a lot of pain for the short sellers combined with the incredibly high short float percentage that has been going up. So very interesting time again for Beyond Meat. It is up 36% while the entire market is taking a dump. This could be day one of a potential short squeeze to come. If you want to stay updated on that information, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and I will see you on the next one.